Just believing in yourself and just kind of just having that confidence, like she said, to just step out on your dreams. We're living proof. If we did it, you can also do it. It's just one of those things where you just truly have to make up in your mind that this is what you're going to do, and you set forth a plan. And then it's also important to have someone, a partner of some sort, that you can trust and that you can build with. You can get much further in life working with someone than you can by yourself. Just building that foundation and honestly, truly just believing in yourself.
Hello, this is Marco LaRock. Welcome to Marco LaRock TV. My name is Marco LaRock. I am your host for Inside a Growing Mind, where we interview entrepreneurs, leaders, game changers for the purpose to inspire and inform you. Today, like any other days, we're so thrilled for our guests. We have Nesha Jones and DeMeria Bruce on the show. Welcome, lady. How you guys doing?
Good, thank you.
Awesome. So I'm gonna start with Nesha, since I know you for a while. Great to see you. Tell us who's Nesha Jones.
Nesha Jones, she is a wife, she is a mother, she's a daughter. I am compassionate, I'm also a nurse. I'm determined to get whatever it is that I want out of life done.
What about you, DeMeria?
My name is DeMeria Bruce. I'm a 32-year-old businesswoman, not married, don't have any kids. I've been a nurse for about 10 years, graduated from the College of St. Mary's.
You a pro.
Oh yes, I am a professional nurse. Been traveling for the past 4 years, lived in 14 different states, just moved back here to start our CNA business.
Awesome. So how do you guys met? Let me just start with that before we get into
Who should tell us?
it's kind of funny.
Tell it better.
You guys wearing the same jackets and so I want to know this. So how did you guys meet?
We actually met in high school, our 11th grade year. Going into 11th grade, we actually met, the two of us, as well as our other best friend, Liera. It was kind of crazy because she went to Benson and I went to Central, so we're at two different schools, but we did the same activities outside of schools.
Okay.
Outside of school, so we would meet up and hang out, and honestly, we have been together pretty much since, pretty much inseparable.
All those time.
Yeah.
We were roommates.
Yep.
You guys were roommates?
Yeah, we were roommates for 2 years together. Even went to college for a little bit together, and then we separated during nursing school, but ever since high school.
Separated as far as we went our separate ways living together.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
awesome.
been a long time.
So when did the idea came into mind to start a business together and found Fulton Homes Education Center?
The idea derived about a year ago. Like I said, me and Nesha, we both actually traveled as nurses. And at the time, I was in Texas. She was in Vegas. And I called her up like, hey, I have an idea. Let's start a business. And she's like, what? Because I always have these crazy ideas for us. And she's like, what? And I'm like, we should teach CNAs. And she's like, how are we going to do that? And I'm like, okay, I'll tell you. And she moved back from Vegas. I moved back from Texas. And ever since then, we hit the ground running.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why education of nursing assistant? Why? And why now?
I think for me, the biggest thing was when I was traveling, I seen, first of all, there's a shortage in nursing right now.
Okay.
And I seen the lack of care and compassion in some places that I went with the nursing staff. So I just wanted to make sure that if we were going to do this, we are putting out compassionate, caring CNAs into our community to help our loved ones.
You have anything to add to it?
And then also we started off as CNAs ourselves. I received my CNA when I was a junior in high school, and she received hers as a senior in high school. So just kind of taking those steps in our own personal lives, we kind of felt like, you know, it was very important to be able to give back into those areas.
What type of services and benefits you guys provide to your company, to the nursing assistant students?
Well, the first one is our CNA class. And then we're adding on our certified medication aid, where they can get their certificate in that too in the state of Nebraska. We also offer tutoring, mentoring, and scholarships.
Oh, that's really
Yep.
big time. I love it. Can you tell me how you guys live your company mission statements? Of caring, compassionate, stuff. How you guys live that?
Go ahead.
Well, we, first of all, we show up here every day. The last 6 months, she and I both have been working here, the school, 7 days a week. So it's very important to us to live out as an example for our students. We show them what leadership looks like. We show them what dedication is, what it looks like to show up every day on time. Most importantly, we teach them how to be compassionate and how to make relationships with their patients and their family members by building relationships and just being at the front line and being on the bedside and being able to make those bonds and build that rapport with their patients and families.
So when you say being an advocate, so I know there could be like, other young ladies, black, female like that, who may be scared for us and to start their own business. Some people have like, dream, passion, I want to do this, but then they have the courage, to get into it. It's not always easy. But what can you guys tell those people out there? From starting this thing, where I know you guys going through a lot of challenges, if you guys free to share some of them, but what message that you can translate to that young ladies out there?
I think the biggest thing is being consistent. It starts off as an idea, and then unless you work towards it every day, it will just be an idea. To make your dreams come true, you have to be consistent, you have to be confident, you have to learn, you have to be teachable, you have to be knowledgeable. So just keeping those characteristics in mind and being consistent.
And then also I'd like to add just believing in yourself and just kind of just having that confidence, like she said, to just step out on your dreams. We're living proof. If we did it, you can also do it. It's just one of those things where you just truly have to make up in your mind that this is what you're going to do, and you set forth a plan. And then it's also important to have someone, a partner of some sort that you can trust and that you can build with. You can get much further in life working with someone than you can by yourself. Just building that foundation and honestly, truly just believing in yourself. And all you have to do is, like she said, stay consistent and just go for it. The sky is the limit, truly.
I want to remind you that you're still young.
Truly.
Okay.
I know, I really do.
Feels older.
I really do.
So we are living in a challenging time right now, with COVID-19. What do you make of all this thing that's happening?
Yeah, it's a mess, just to get that out there. But you know what? I think that nurses and healthcare workers in general, we are truly coming together as a whole to kind of, be that front line and be the ones kind of holding everything together. But I think that it's a lot going on. Obviously, everybody's affected, but I feel like we're doing a good job as far as keeping everything together.
What kind of opportunity is there for a healthcare professional right now, as you guys like in the field, to teach or to educate nursing assistant folks?
I think right now, nursing is like one of the best things that people should get into. First of all, it's rewarding. Secondly, you can see you always have a job.
When you say rewarding, talking about the money, what are you talking about?
Okay, the money's good too, but not that way. Rewarding in as far as like being able to give back. taking care of people, because you just never know when it could be you. So one day it could be you, and you would want a nurse or a nursing assistant or whoever's in that care team to take care of you like you would take care of that person. So it's very rewarding to just go to work every day and look somebody in the eye and be kind of like their hero or their savior. So I think nursing is a good thing, especially to get into right now.
Nesha?
Job security, like she said. I feel like that is obviously huge right now. There's so many people being laid off, and unable to go to work to provide for their families, while people in the healthcare industry, they're still, able to go to work and they're able to still make a living. Yes, we're at a higher risk of, coming in contact with the disease, but that's something that we signed up for. That's something that we were made for and that we're built for and that we were trained for. So it's just one of those things where, we've always been the front line and we've always been at a high risk of being exposed to different diseases. So I don't know, in my opinion, it's kind of like, it is a huge deal, very huge deal, but in my opinion, it's something that we've always had to face as nurses. We've always had to kind of be those ones at the front line. We were trained on how to handle these types of situations, and I'm very proud of the way that nurses and our healthcare members are responding to those trainings.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, if Nesha has the power to make one positive change in the world, what would that be?
One positive change?
Yes.
I would say there would be no hunger. I think that would be my first thing, because obviously nutrition and food is, one of our main needs as human beings. So yeah, nobody would be hungry.
DeMeria, if you had the power to make one positive change in the world right now, what would that be?
It'll probably be free healthcare.
Free healthcare.
That's good. Yep. I feel like everybody deserves to have free healthcare, regardless of your income, your race, whatever it is. I feel like you should be able to go to the doctor or the hospital when you're sick and get care that you need. So free healthcare.
That'd be okay.
Yep.
Awesome. If you were to be an animal,
An animal.
would be and why?
I probably would be like a lion.
Whoa.
Because I am so fierce. I'm such a go-getter. I rarely back down. I go for what's mine.
You go for what's yours.
Yep, all the time. Never back down. So
It's funny because I was going to say a lion as well.
we can be two lions.
Okay. I was gonna say a lion as well. First of all, I'm a Leo, so I've always imagined myself being a lion if I had to be an animal. But same characteristics, like I'm very determined, I'm very like the front line type of person, take charge, king of the jungle, like just ahead of, whatever is coming. I'm trying to be 10 steps ahead of it. So I would probably be a lion.
Nesha, what message, advice do you have for a young girl out there who might be going through a tough time, looking for a way to get ahead, or just graduate looking for what's next for her? What would be your message for that typical person out there?
My message would be you have to get some sort of a foundation, okay? You can't do anything without some sort of a foundation, and your foundation could be whatever your niche is. So if you're good at doing hair, maybe start off, kind of, doing hair and kind of building some sort of a foundation for yourself. Obviously, we chose nursing. We started off with getting our CNA, and then we went to Med-Aid, and then I went into my nursing program. And for me, nursing is my foundation. It's something that I can always fall back on, rely on, something that I know for certain I can fall back on as far as financially providing for myself and my family. then once you get your foundation, you can then build on that as far as your purpose in life, what it is that you feel like you are called to do or you are meant, you were created to do. And then you can kind of start, taking from your foundation and, pushing yourself to whatever else it is that you want to do. Cut off all negativity. Negative thoughts lead to you not getting to where you want to be. You have to have positive thinking, and that truly is a skill. That's not something that people are just, born with. A lot of times people have so much chaos around them and so much negativity around them that it automatically impacts their thoughts, and you don't know it. You don't realize that you're thinking negative. But, it's just one of those things that you truly have to work on every day. Like I said, it's an actual skill. So it's just one of those things where you have to every day speak positive or, say positive things. Whenever a negative thought pops in, you have to correct it with a positive.
I think the biggest thing for young women today is just kind of knowing who you are as a woman. It kind of goes with what she said. Choose something that you really want to do, because you don't want to spend the rest of your life doing something that you think that you want to do, and then your life is like horrible. You hate waking up in the morning, you hate going to work, you hate doing what you're supposed to do. So I think just know who you really are. The biggest thing, our social media, we look at a lot of people's different lives, so we're like, oh, that'll be fun, or that makes a lot of money, but you really just have to know who you are as a person so you can spend the rest of your life waking up doing what you enjoy.
Awesome. Ladies, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.